Hello, chat. How are we today? Hello. Hello, everyone. We got the boy. Also, the sub count and the follower count. I didn't address either of those. The follower count, we still have the same goal for that. Before, it was 250 would be the face reveal. Now it's 200. And for the sub goal, I'm getting Sonic headphones. I still haven't decided on exactly what headphones it will be, but it will be a pair of headphones. Okay, and we have a guest today. Hello, Kat. Are you there? Okay, our guest is dead, I guess. Kat? You there?
Oh,
There we go, hello. They're not dead, they're not dead. Do you have anything to say to chat?
I'm trying to think of something that isn't stupid.
Oh, you can say stupid stuff. I don't think my chat
It
minds.
was like I was just about to say I like cheese.
You like what?
I like cheese.
Oh,
That's all that came to my mind was I like.
okay. Wow, if I just click on Discord and then back onto Streamlabs, it just goes so much darker. You guys can really easily tell that I use light mode.
I use dark mode.
Yeah, I don't know why I switched to light mode. I just like light mode better, I guess.
Everything I have is dark mode. Even my
Yeah, I
Opera
have-
GX.
Yeah, mine
Browser.
is... Okay, Opera GX I have on dark mode. But my entire computer and phone I have on light mode, and then I set it so that every night at, I think, sunset to sunrise is in dark mode.
How do you do that?
I think it's an
I
Apple
like
thing.
dark. It's probably an Apple thing.
Should I open the horror game now?
Do it. Scare the crap out
We're
of me.
just
for a
talking
horror
about
game. Do
random
it.
stuff, and then I'm like, should I open horror now? Should I
Horror.
start horror game now? Okay, the game has opened. Not webkins. I don't want friggin' webkins. Done.
Bruh.
So chat, I don't really know what this game is about. Just trigger warnings for death. Start. This game contains themes and depictions of the following: stalking, kidnapping, strong language, mild drugs, alcohol, and smoking, blood, murder, self-offing, flashing images, and potentially loud noises. Discretion is advised. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. What the heck? That is a great way of starting off the game. That is until very recently, and I wasn't quite sure how to feel. Why would you ever enjoy a funeral? You can enjoy the social part afterward. I have only ever been to 2 funerals in my life, but I didn't enjoy either of those. It was a beautiful service, and one they certainly deserved. If only it had come later in their lifetime, and maybe it could have been prevented. If there wasn't a murderer in my city. That's what everyone's been saying, anyways. The Blackwood Butcher. That's what they called them, at least. It was hard not to overhear the rumors people said about them.
Adam.
Yeah.
I don't see anything on the Twitch stream. I'll send you a screenshot of what I see.
Oh, come on. No, I see that too right now. Okay, that's good, I think. Good thing I was reading everything.
Yeah.
I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time, and don't stop until they're dead. I heard it's a ghost, blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe any of that, at least not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone. I wouldn't either. Even if there aren't rumors, I don't want my, like, supposed child going to the cemetery alone.
I didn't want that either.
Staying until it closed. Why did the cemetery close? The one, like, a bit behind my house, yes, I live in front of a cemetery, is just, it doesn't close, it's just a cemetery. Walking home by myself in the dark, even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for me? My mother did not say anything. But that is to be expected. They thought I was a perfect target. But I still didn't believe in it. Still, they were worried about me. So they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far, at least not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous Hallen City, I don't know,
I don't know.
to a small cabin in the woods. That never goes well in horror stories. I never understood why, but I never really asked about it either. My parents felt it would be safer, I would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave. Every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more, so I went, to make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore. And when I did, I was always with someone, taking all precautions to avoid becoming a victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor. Even if the number of deaths in our community increased, I never thought that I or someone I knew would be a victim. Then that thing happened. To those two. And for the first time, I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished. As if they were killed off. I don't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there was also that other thing that's happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it. Or anyone, for that matter. But I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. What? It's Undertale!
Yeah.
Ah, I knew I would fall asleep if I sat down. Is it raining outside? It wasn't supposed to rain today. The light's on outside. Is Crovin out there? Who's Crovin? I better go check. Oh. Oh. If I had a face cam on, that would be kind of embarrassing.
Okay.
I knew I had a thing for emo people, but okay. What are you doing out here? It's raining. You're out here. Where's that uncle? Crovin, I finished dinner. Come inside. I finished dinner. Come inside. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Just let me put this out. Oh, I didn't even realize he was smoking a cigarette.
You didn't?
I didn't even realize. I didn't even see it. Okay. All the food is cold. I fell asleep after I made it, so it's never been a problem for you before. I made too much. That's never been a problem for you before. It still isn't. I'm just stating a fact, that's all. I love this art style so much.
I do too.
Are they a doll? Look at the knees.
Kind of seems like it.
Other than that, we didn't say much, and dinner was quiet. I cleaned up most of it, but Crovin helped out a bit. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. He can't die in the living room!
Adam's gonna have like heartbreak if Cobra dies.
Yeah, probably. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him like usual. Turn down your brightness, my guy! Your eyes are gonna burn! I mean, they already are entirely red. But still, that's gonna hurt, bro. Normally after dinner, when Crovin and I sit together, we do something fun. We play a game on our phones together, or we get out a board game, or we play cards. Talk about our days if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle were here. Crovin's been in a pretty bad mood since. Okay, I cannot read. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in the mood to talk. What should I do? Attempt conversation or go to bed? Attempt conversation. Crow, do you want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. I've still got my old therapist's number, you know. Croven? Ain't there a reason she was your old one? I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking that maybe... Shut up, Mary. That's rude. Just shut up already. Can't I be bitter over it? Okay, maybe telling him to shut up was... telling him that he was being rude. I can't speak. Telling him that he was being rude might not be the best thing, because I don't necessarily know what the situation is yet, and why the aunt and uncle are gone, so...
Where are her parents and where are her uncle, bro?
They said at the beginning that her parents disappeared, and they haven't explained what happened with the aunt and uncle yet. She's living with them.
Where are the uncles gone? Where are the aunt and uncle gone to then?
Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy, huh? Thought you knew about this shit better than anyone, but I guess here you are. I'm not gonna stop being upset just because you miss me being all happy, smiley and shit. Can't you just stop trying to talk me? Can't you just stop trying to talk to me about it? I'll get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life, and then you'll stop worrying so much over mine. Sorry. Okay, that is a little rude. I think I ended up making Croven more agitated trying to talk to him. Oh well.
But I'm scared if you went to bed and like
save.
Croven been like dead.
Why are they all R.I.P. in a weird like MS Paint drawing?
I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is I'm drawing Kirishima because it's gonna make me happy.
You're just
scared,
on call
okay?
with me while I play horror game, and you're drawing Kirishima from My Hero Academia. After a few more moments of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't want to make Croven angrier than I had already. I brushed my teeth and got changed into my pajamas. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual home, but I've stayed here so long, I've been able to decorate it a bit more more to my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book or watch a movie on my laptop or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that's happened in my life. That's me without the movie, because I'm not allowed electronics in my room at night. But as of recent, I've picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that's nowhere near as pleasant. The text message I had received days following my parents' disappearance. Those are some very elaborate plushies. Also, is that Sailor Moon?
It kind of looks like Sailor Moon, bro.
Skull with hair. Bunny with discolored face and stuffing falling out. And then winking angel. And demon. She just like me.
Yep.
This bedroom is just my Spotify playlist. The text message I had received the days following my parents' disappearance. It was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it had said. I know what I should have done. But I know I should have done something smart. I should have told somebody, but instead, I texted the number back, and they responded to me. I've noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind all this. Are you still awake? I'm awake whenever you want to talk to me. Will you tell me who you are? That I cannot do. My identity must remain hidden. Forever? No, not forever. Then why can't you just tell me who this is? Because it's not safe. Why wouldn't it be safe? You'll have to trust me on that. I don't trust you at all. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying to me. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry, you don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please don't drag this out. I just want them back. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. They suggested that I get some rest. But how could they expect me to do that? I had never felt more restless in my life, even asleep. I knew I wouldn't need rest. When I woke up in the morning, Crovin had already left for the day. But that wasn't a surprise. He'd been staying out late and leaving super early ever since the incident. I think being home bothers him. But I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. It's not the same without Mom and Dad, after all. Despite this cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back into Blackwood. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It gets a bit twisty at some parts, but isn't too confusing. It takes about 15 minutes to walk down, but maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail, there's a fence. One with a slight gap in it, and past that fence, there's a little community. It isn't big. A few trailers with a few people living all the way out here. Far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here and a bus that comes through. It runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. And then after the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood. It's the city I grew up in, and I always really loved it. There's a library and local stores, but my most favorite place to be is the Blackwell Cemetery. That's weird. It's got lots of trees to read under and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. Those are such basic headstones. There's a mausoleum. I don't know what that is, too. Though I've never been inside. Private mausoleum, you know? I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often, and I visit a lot. I like to think it helps them, you know? Oh. How do you say it? Mausoleum? Mausoleum?
Where's Google Translate when we need it so I can now figure out words?
Okay. Mausoleum? Okay. Not feel lonely. I don't know what the line before that was. And then after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come home the same way I left. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, you know? Just in case there's actually a murderer. You believe it? You believe the rumors? The ones you said were fake? Yeah, I would, even if I didn't believe it, I would still be cautious. Despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. I can speak English so well. Crovin is rarely home, and I don't like being here alone. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought that maybe the butcher could find me out here all alone. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by lots of people. Despite how things may seem, I always prefer to be around people anyways. That's one reason why I like to go to the cemetery so often. There's always people there. Even if you can't see them. True, but they're also all dead. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. The Wednesday Addams fit. Croven's gone, and the bus I take out into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? The library, the cafe, the cemetery.
Cafe.
I was thinking the same thing. I decided to go to the new cafe that opened up. Planet Dollars is a popular coffee chain, but we've never had one in this town. Planet Dollars. That sounds like a cash grab.
Sounds like a dollar store.
It does, but it's a cafe. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one, just try it, you know? Although, I don't actually like coffee. But still, I could at least see what they had, right? When I got to the cafe, it was already packed. I thought since it had already been around for a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. But I guess not, seeing as how noisy and crowded it was. Still, at least it was something different from usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee. And since I had a light breakfast anyways, I decided to treat myself with a muffin. A chocolate muffin. Because sweet foods are the best. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for some place to sit. It seemed as though everyone's seats were already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. Luckily, though, I was able to find an empty seat. A girl around my age with the most spectacular eyebrows was diligently working on her laptop with an empty seat across from her. Those are some amazing eyebrows.
Yes.
You have wings coming off of your eyes. I'm gonna save again. Okay. I figure she must be writing an essay for college or something. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, or so I hear. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I sit here?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over at me, rolled her eyes, and nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. Thank you. Stay quiet. Don't mess up her focus. You have the most spectacular eyebrows. Thanks. So you interested in what I'm doing here? Well, yeah, I guess. You seem very focused after all. As focused as I can be. What's your name? Me? I'm Mary. Twyla, nice to meet you. Where have I heard the name Twyla before? Oh! Monster High character! Twyla! Okay, let me get an image real quick. It's Twyla! This is the same person.
Is it loading? Oh wait, my thing paused. Oh yeah.
Twyla, nice to meet you. It's the same character, y'all. It's just the same person.
You should just like have that over top of the person.
Yeah, I'm doing that for now. Twyla, nice to meet you. Anyways, I'm working on a report. A report? Like, for school? No. Have you noticed something going on in town? Wait, something odd going down in town recently? Something odd? I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions. Or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe. Oh. Oh, are you talking about the killing rumors? The Blackwood Butcher, right? Don't say it so loud. Put your feet back on the floor. There we go. But... Yes. How did you know? Oh, well, I've been hearing the rumors for a while now. And actually, my aunt and uncle died pretty recently. Oh! That's what
They
happened to
died.
them. The incident that, so when she was talking about the incident earlier, it just said, to those two. She didn't say who it was. They were, killed. Really? Uh-huh. That's actually pretty... How did they die? Oh, I didn't know. No one really told me, but the circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. There was definitely someone else involved. At least that's what I've been told. Uh-huh. Interesting. You know, maybe you can help me with this report. And, some other stuff. Oh, I can? Yeah. If you're okay with that, of course. This would be easier if I had two monitors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around is bad, so if I can help, like, raise awareness or something, I mean, like, yes. I'd like to help you. Thanks. This will really put me ahead. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. What the heck? No, go back. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I'll need your help, but I'd rather have contact with you. But I'd rather have a way to contact you, just in case. Oh yeah, of course. This is a horror game! And I'm just making it funny.
Yeah.
Twyla and I exchanged numbers. After, she packed her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or order any food. I guess maybe she finished before I got there. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work, though. After spending my day looking for some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once after I got changed into pajamas. I plopped myself onto my bed and pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You're there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid I guess I'm just afraid that if I don't, you'll disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them? No. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. Are you worried about being traced? Possibly. I may even change phone numbers from time to time just to be careful. But you'll know it's me. I don't know I don't know if that should be comforting or not. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you aren't someone dangerous if you don't give me any info to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. I felt sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try to do something else. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep well, though. I'm not going back out there. You saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's better if I don't anymore. Don't what? What are you not doing anymore? Are you gonna friggin' die? After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Does every day start the same? Croven's gone, and the bus I take into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? We just went to the cafe yesterday, so the library or the cemetery?
Library.
Okay. I decided to go to the library. There's nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer when the mysteries don't involve anyone dying. There's a lot less tension there, you know? But maybe I'm just too soft. I also quite enjoy manga, especially the shoujo kind. What is shoujo again?
I forget.
Shoujo manga. Shoujo manga. Girls comics, also romanticized as shoujo or shoujo. Okay. Is an editorial category of Japanese comics targeting an audience of ... Wikipedia, I am not opening the page because I honestly don't care enough to. So, mangas that involve some form of romance and are aimed at teenage girls. I feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I find that they're cute and nice. Same though.
Bro, I'm the one that leaves.
Or on High School Host
Butler.
Club. I haven't read the
Hero
manga,
Academia.
but if it's anything like the anime,
Bro, my mangas I read are like My Hero Academia, Black Butler, freaking Blue Exorcist.
I found they're cute and nice, and I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, a shoujo. Maybe that's what I'll try to find at the library today. I stepped into the library and began to make my way over to my favorite spot. A tucked away corner in the library right by a single window. Sometimes I'd spend an entire day in that corner just reading. I've even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I looked forward to doing something like that again today, but when I got to my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually the library was pretty empty. But this man, he's familiar. I've met him before. Oh, my apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary. Mary Anta, yes? Ah, that's right. I remember you. From the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Reginald? That's right. Good old Reggie. I don't think I have a character that I can put over him. Sure, let's go for Yu-Gi-Oh! There's apparently a character named Reginald in Yu-Gi-Oh! I do not know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh!, but let's go for it. I apologize to everyone who plays this game or watches the anime. Or if there's a manga, if you read the manga, I also very much apologize. That's right. It's a pleasure to see you. I was hoping I'd run into you again one day. Oh? I hope that doesn't come off weird. You were such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh, really? Thank you, I think. So what brings you to the library today? Oh, well, I didn't really have plans, so I just thought I'd... So I thought I'd just check out a book or something. Likewise. What kind... Oh. What kind of book were you interested in checking out? To be honest, shoujo. Oh, be honest, a shoujo. Lie, a mystery novel. Do we be honest or do we lie?
Be honest, anime.
This man looks like he wouldn't judge. Be honest, a shoujo. I'm actually here to look for a shoujo manga. A shoujo manga? What's that? That's ironic coming from a literal anime character.
Bruh.
Okay. Okay, to be honest though, his design, he can't. No, he nice looking.
Adam.
No, that is not what's going on here. Oh, it's like, do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I've ever read one myself. Okay, I couldn't see it for a second. Well, it's like one of those, but usually centers around the romance between the two main characters. And sometimes there's like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones because you get cute jokes mixed into the romance. That sounds like fun! That I want to read that. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too, and they can get really intense. And, sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not good at explaining things. No worries, I think you did a good job. This dude does not match this guy's personality, I think. I'm saying that without knowing at all what that dude is about.
Yeah.
A shoujo sounds interesting. I knew it! I knew he wouldn't judge! Perhaps I'll check one out myself. Yes!
We created a weeb!
Yes! Yes! Sorry, I'm being loud. I'm trying to be more open to new things, after all. Anyways, what are you here to read? Me? I'm reading Manslaughter on the Disorient Locomotive. Ah! Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Okay, do you want it then? What? Oh, no, that's okay. Please, take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind, would you tell me when you're done with it? You know, so I could maybe read it after? I'm fine with that. Though I've already gotten pretty far in it, and I don't think I'll be finished by today. Okay. You have a cell phone,
the stuff
yes?
these characters are reading are like concerning. I didn't like to start.
Why are we getting everyone's numbers? And why... I just... For a second, she looked like a Gacha Life character. Would it be alright if I have your number? We're getting everyone's number. You know how much Riz she has right now?
Bruh.
I don't understand Riz at all.
I don't either.
Bro, I thought there was, like, a seed on my screen or something. It's her nose.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can we talk about, like, that chicken thing on the bookshelf?
What do you mean?
Like, look on the bookshelf. It's like a chicken thing.
What about it?
It's cute!
Hold on. I'm getting an image of who I think that thing looks like. Okay. I like the design of Reginald, so I'm gonna replace Reginald the image with this one. Unnamed .jpg. What the heck? Hi, Mom.
Your mom joined the chat?
Yeah. Yeah, she just put a chicken
say
emoji.
your mother's name on stream.
What?
I will say hi to your mother.
Hello,
maybe, my aunt.
Yeah, maybe just don't call her by name. Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. And, well, I'd like to try and be friends too, if that's alright. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. Okay, he can... Goodbye.
Did they ever replace Reginald's character?
What?
Anyways.
What'd you say?
I go after... Never mind.
I like his design, so I replaced the replacement with ice cream sandwich.
Oh.
Reginald and I exchanged phone numbers. I was shocked, even when he remembered me. I was shocked he even remembered me. I can read, that's for sure. But I'd consider meeting him again... What? Oh, I'd consider meeting him again a pleasant surprise, and one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a shoujo book from one of the shelves and began to read in one of the other spots in the library. I ended up liking it so much I looked for the other books and brought 2 or 3 home with me to read later. I can finish like 3 mangas in one night.
I can too.
They are so easy to read. And like even in those random moments where I just fail to be able to read, I can still understand those pretty easily. Unless they have really big words. I'm not good with big words.
Who is?
Like onomatopoeia or whatever.
Onomatopoeia.
Okay.
A word. ...
After I came home, had dinner, and cleaned up the kitchen, I began my usual nighttime routine. I got changed into my pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat on my bed, and texted whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something even if you won't give me an honest answer anyways? Okay. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid for their safety? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I see. Should I be afraid for my own safety? Why do you have them? We've already asked a similar question. Should I be afraid for my own safety? Who am I to tell you what you should and shouldn't be afraid of? Your fears are your own to judge. Well, what if you know something important about my life situation that I do not know? What if you know that there's plans to kill me? That's pretty important. I'd like to know that. You're way too vague. Why'd you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. Oh, there was a warning for stalking.
Yeah.
There was a warning for stalking. Is he a stalker? Or are they?
I don't know.
Sorry, I just got really loud. I said he for some reason. I said he because normally when there's a stalker in a game, it's either a girl stalking a boy or a boy stalking a girl. And she's a girl, so I assumed it would be a he. But she's been using they the entire time, so. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go on, but I have to go now. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of difficulty trying. I don't remember exactly when, but eventually I was able to sleep, even if not peacefully. Try melatonin gummies, they're very helpful. I feel bad making jokes about all this, because, you know, she was living with her aunt and uncle for safety, and then her parents got friggin' kidnapped, and her aunt and uncle were murdered, so...
Yeah.
Dad? Oh, this design is so cute. Yes, sweetheart? Yes? Is something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she now? Are we going to see him? No. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But listen, Mary. Normally when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right? Yeah. The thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Who was Uncle Ray, or whoever she said? Was he a bad man? Were they a bad man?
I don't know.
After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Croven's gone. The bus I take into town should be arriving any minute now.
I kind of want to go to the cafe again and just see what happens.
But there's still one more place to check out, the cemetery.
But I'm scared of the cemetery.
I forgot what the last one was, and it just showed up when I was saying that. Yeah. Well, the cemetery is where she normally hangs out, and she hasn't died yet.
True.
You never know.
But
Today could be the day.
But also, what if the stalker's there?
A stalker is not normally the murderer, because they would stalk you, wait till you're alone, and then kill you. Trust me, I have listened to true crime. We're going to the cemetery, whether you like it or not. Went to our favorite place, the cemetery. The cemetery is pretty much on the same block as my family's restaurant. Right next to it, in fact. All you have to do is cross the street. It's on the same side of the road. I think my parents chose this location because it's good for business. That's what Mom told me anyways. People are usually hungry after a funeral. Every funeral that I've been to, there was food after, so...
Yeah.
And it was in the same building, so... Crying really takes a lot out of you, after all. Do you have any idea how many calories you burn crying?
No.
It's a lot. I know that. You burn a lot of calories crying. I was always glad to live there because I really love listening to the cemetery. Listening to? What? I love visiting the cemetery. English is so hard sometimes.
I know, right?
I like to walk down the roads and see who got flowers that day. That's what I do most days. Sometimes I pick my own flowers just to leave on graves that look like they've been forgotten about. Aww. I'm actually quite known for the cemetery. Some people have even began to use a nickname for me, but I don't know how many of them even know what I look like. Hey! Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Adam's fine.
When I arrived at the cemetery gates, however, I was surprised to see Croven standing there with what looked like a new friend. Croven? Mary? Oh, did you follow me? Huh? No, I didn't. You know I always come here. Yeah, but that's usually not until later. Why are you here so early? I mean, it's not as if I had anything better to do. Well, do you have to be here right now? Is that his girlfriend?
Is that his girlfriend? Ooh.
Or, I don't know, I'm assuming because the long hair. Are you eating food?
No.
What was that crunch sound?
It's tape.
Oh. Do you have to be here right now? I'm kind of.
He's on a date!
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
What?
My mom is in chat, bro. Oh, this is a date? I mean, it can be, if you want it to be. I'll think about it. Who's your friend? This is Vasilis. I met him at the arcade. Yo.
Him?
It was apostrophe EM, so them.
Oh.
Sorry, Mary, but can you please go? I really don't have the energy for this right now. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I'll see you later. Later. See you some other life, Mary. Is that foreshadowing? Who dies? Who dies? People are always dying in horror games and in real life. I left Groven alone. I didn't want to interrupt his little date or whatever. I especially didn't want to make him more mad at me. However, I wasn't going to let him stop me from going in the cemetery. I continued on past the gates and stepped inside. It seemed emptier than usual. It didn't look like any funerals were being held today. Would it be mean of me to wish there was? Yes. Yes, it would be. Yeah, it probably would be. We think the same. Except for the fact that she hangs out at cemeteries, I am scared of them.
Same here.
Forget I said anything like that. It was really awful. It was a really awful thing to say. When the nighttime rolled around, I headed back home. I slipped into my pajamas and headed to bed almost immediately. Of course, though, I couldn't sleep right away. I had someone I needed to talk to first. Good evening again. Good evening. May I ask you something? You always do. How did you know my name is Mary? I've always known. Huh? I've always known what your name is.
Yeah.
If we did, you probably wouldn't remember. If? So we didn't meet? Take the if as a maybe. We may have met before, but would it make any difference if you didn't remember me? It would be as if we were meeting for the first time. That's weird. I'm uncomfortable. Any updates on my parents? They are fine. Will I ever see them again? Yes, because I'm coming to get you too. Okay. Kidnapping was another one. Kidnapping was the very first warning. I just need more time. Good night, Mary. I went to sleep feeling pretty shaken that night. Yeah, I don't think I would even be able to sleep after that. I would have my jackknife in hand, ready to defend myself if needed. That sounds like a kidnapping threat. I tried not to think about it. I'm surprised I was able to get any sleep at all. I'm surprised I didn't have any nightmares either. Uncle Cross? Yeah, Mary? Uncle Cross, can I ask you a question? Sure thing, kiddo. Shoot. How'd you lose your eye? Ah, Mary. That's not... It's fine, I don't mind. Why did it automatically skip the last message? I lost my eye in war. You were in war, Uncle Cross? I was. Why is his name literally just Uncle? It's not Uncle Cross, it's just Uncle. I won't get into the specifics of it, but it was important to me that I protect my family in any way I could. Do you miss it? My eyeball? Yeah. You know something? Not as much as I thought I would. I think I would miss you. I think I would miss you, Bunch, a lot more. Yeah, if you lost a person, you would miss them more than you miss your eyeball if you lost your eyeball.
Yeah, I agree.
I woke up late the next morning. I must have been pretty tired after the last few nights. Okay. I know that this is only the very first morning that has been different. But it has been an hour and a half. It is 5:43. I don't know when we're gonna have dinner, but I think I should end stream because I don't normally go any longer than an hour. So bye chat.